Lopez and finds Una under the ilalim. Tandaan mo
Nice pass.
with a 3 by Marvin Taiwan. Great. Yes!
It's a Saturday and we end the week right. We are live at the Olivares College Gymnasium in Parañaque City for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. And once again, we give you our Saturday triple header. Aaron Estacio looking to continue their ways. The former St. Clair point guard will be going up against his former teammate, Josh Fontanilla, who is still currently #1 for the Gensan Warriors. And they look to battle it out here in the Olivares College Gymnasium, Pasig City versus your Gensan Warriors in the first game. Zamboanga Sikat Families Brand Sardine versus the Bacolod Mascara in your second game. And in the main game later on, it's going to be Manila versus Imos, all here at the Olivares College Gymnasium in Parañaque. Magandang hapon, mga kaliga. Juanito Gregorio at your service alongside Coach Mike Perez. Magandang hapon, Coach Mike.
Well, good afternoon. Again, another set of very exciting games here in the MPBL.
Well, also, we want to say hi to all of our viewers on YouTube, on Facebook, on Top Sports, and on Solar Sports. Pakilala na natin ang ating pangatlong miyembro ng ating panel, si Miss Daphne Cristobal. Daphne?
Hello, Juanito and Coach Mike. You know what? Para dito sa side ng Gensan Warriors, we do know na isa sila sa mga teams na talaga namang inaabangan ng lahat ng ating mga basketball fans. And I like how Coach Elvis Tolentino mentioned that so far, his players are showcasing A-game dito sa ating tournament. Aside from that A-game and that win last game doon sa Mindoro, no, he also talked about how submissive his players are. Pero para sa bilang panig naman for Pasig City, we know that they actually came off a back-to-back victory, but then nung last game doon sila natalo without Mike Lambino. Pero ang maganda ngayon ang pagbabalik ni Air Lambino. Balik mo na sa inyo.
Well, talagang magiging exciting ang pagbabalik nitong ni Lambino. But first, let's talk about the standings. Coach Mike, unahin natin tong Southern Division. Kanina, sabi ni Daphne that Coach Elvis has been happy with the A-game that Gensan has been playing here in the season, and right now they're still #1, Coach Mike.
Oh, well, without a doubt, no. Ang ganda lang nilalaro nitong Gensan Warriors. Currently, they're at 1-2 versus Batangas. Of course, you definitely wanna maintain that #1 spot in the hope of getting a win today dito sa kanilang laban against Pasig.
Well, Batangas with a win over Quezon puts them at #2. Pag-usapan naman natin itong Northern Division. Pasig City still in the thick of things. They're #8. They're in the playoff picture, but it's not looking so good with a lot of teams rising in the Northern Division, Coach Mike.
Yeah, Pasig definitely wants to give a chase dito sa mga teams ng Ilagan, may Kawayan, Valenzuela, as well as the Pasay Voyagers, wanting to maybe get in and sneak at least in the 4th to the 7th spot. At ang pagkakataon naman yan, samantalang it continues to be the big three in the north na nagli-lead pagdating sa standing.
Well, Abra again got their victory yesterday, which still puts them on top of the Northern Division. Pag-usapan muna natin tong Pasig, Coach Mike. After 2 straight wins, they lost in their last game. But as Daphne was saying, Lambino was not there, a big loss against San Juan.
Yeah, indeed. 3 players actually in double digits in that game. Estacio 23, Warlo Batok had 13, Jacob Galicia had 14. Not so good shooting, especially from 3, 2 out of 16. And then they got out-rebounded. They were -15 in the rebound departments. And the clear disparity right there is off the bench, where you only have 20 points led by just J.R. Flores having 9, and everyone else really having a tough time scoring against that game of San Juan.
Not the usual game that we are used to watching coming off Pasig. Usually a fight, even a close one, even in their losses. But in that last one, just a blowout game in favor of San Juan. Ngayon, pag-usapan naman natin itong huling laro ng Gensan, Coach Mike. This was a game where they were in control, but there was a late knock on the door by Zamboanga, but still in the end, Gensan was able to go home with the victory.
Yeah, tied through the first 2 quarters. 15 all in the first, 32 all in the second. Antonio Sebio, marvelous shooting. 6 of 7, 85% from 3, 22 points. Hesed Gabo at 17. Offensive rebounding, I felt, was key in that game, where they were a +8, which actually led to more points and second chance opportunities. They had 6 more in that department. And the bench led by Mark Cruz with 8 and Fontanilla with 6, really scoring of 14 of that 27 bench points. para dito sa Gensan.
Well, they want to continue their winning streak. RJ Minerva in uniform for Gensan. Mark Cruz as well. Ano ba bang inaantay natin? Let's already turn you over to Miguel Perey.
A very pleasant afternoon to everybody, and it's great to see you again here inside the Olivares College Gym in Parañaque City. For our first game, it's Pasig City versus Gensan. Live on Solar Sports, Tap Sports, and on YouTube channel. This is the 2026 Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 8. Let's meet the starters first for Pasig City. Starting at guard number 8, Aaron Estacio. Also at guard number 44, Jerome Garcia. At center number 29, Jacob Galicia. Forward number 14, Lester Tamayo. Also at forward number 1, Wario Batak. The head coach for Pasig City is Arvin Ginto, assisted by Richard Rosales. The team owner is Mr. Buddy Encarnado. Here comes the starting five for Gensan Warriors. Starting at guard number 35, Hesed Yabo. Also at guard number 22, Antonio Sabio. At forward number 10, RJ Minerva. Also at forward number 12, Marvin Janicio. And at center number 41, CJ Gonzalez. The head coach for Gensan is Consi coach Elvis Tolentino. Assistant coaches, Boying Diloy, Delphin Dacutan, Rizal Castro, Don Tolentino, Apple Coronado, and Peter Deligero. Team consultant, Noy Pido. Team manager, Merriman Flores. The team owner is Councilor Michael Pacquiao.
Starting five brought to you by Sports Plus, official sportsbook of the MPBL. Pasig will be starting with Aaron Estacio, Jerome Garcia, Jacob Galicia, Lester Tamayo, and Warlo Batak, while Gensan will be starting with Hesed Gabo, Antonio Sebio, RJ Minerva, Marvin Junicio, and CJ Gonzalez. Officials of the game, Halirik Damikog, Maynard Centeno, MLJ Carase, and Sherwin Mina. Hapon mga kaliga, we are live at the Olivares College in Parañaque to give you our Saturday triple header of your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Juanito Gregorio at your service alongside Coach Mike Perez. And on court side, Miss Daphne Cristobal. The first possession goes to Gensan.
Well, one of the things that I'm really looking forward to, kasi unang-unang beses ko mako-cover itong si Mike Lambina of Pasig. I'm very curious, how he performs in live right in front of me. Kasi I know I saw him in their previous games, and he indeed was a very, very good find para dito sa Pasig.
See how he can contribute later on. Tamayo gets the first floater of the ball game.
Lester Tamayo, one of the guys that's very silent contributor para dito sa Pasig. For the most part, doing all the hard part of the game, but scoring-wise, not so much.
Sebio on the other end. Long line. It's gonna be Marvin Junicio. Gabo goes for the three off the bank. It's no good. Rebounded by Aaron. Si Warlo stops, pops, and drops for Warlo Batak. 4-0 to start the ball game in favor of Pasig.
So far, I like the shot selection of Pasig. All their shots, they have had that space, good release, and very quick decision-making na rin.
Gonzalez drives baseline. Tatama dito kay Jacob Galicia.
Well, Jacob Galicia tried to stay in front of Gonzalez pero kept that baseline open, kaya napakadaling naka-drive doon si Gonzalez. You cannot allow yourself to get beat baseline.
Marvin, their game is, coach, na nagiging sakit to ng Gensan. The slow start, again, it's quite visible here. It's quite evident. 4-0 in favor of Pasig.
And so far, all their attempts have really been from three. I guess doon lang gagaling yung slow start. But if those threes went in, and this would be a very forceful simula para dito sa Gensan Warriors. They like to take shots when they are open. The very first opportunity that they see an advantage, they will take it. which is exactly what we've seen so far in the very early goings here for the Gensan Warriors.
J. Garth, stolen by Hesed Gabo. 4 versus 2. Gabo to Eusebio, can't get the first 2. Ball is almost tapped inside by Jacob Galicia. Takbo ang Pasig. Warlo gets the foul off CJ.
Well, that is something that you like about the next level of Warlo Batak, actually. To be able to push the pace, get to an open space, attack it, and find a way to score. Did not settle for a jumper, kept on attacking downhill, trying to get some paint touches.
Continues to improve on his game. Itong si Warlo Batak. Ang free throw na ito, hatid sa yung extreme ang subok. At kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Ngayon, punta muna tayo sa ating courtside, Miss Daphne Cristobal.
Alam niyo, Juanito and Coach Mike, not sure kung ako lang, but I find the name Warlo very unique. Kasi di ba parang kadalasan Carlo yung mga pangalan. So in my curiosity, I asked Warlo about this. So it's actually family of war for Warlo Batak. His dad is Warlito, while his siblings are Warren, Warlene, Wariel, Warly, at bunso. Itong si Warlo. But just a quick heads up, it's very peaceful at their home, complete different from their war-inspired names. Juanito, Coach Mike.
Peaceful war naman pala sa kanila.
Interesting, ah.
Well, sa amin, sa family ko, lahat kami J.
Really?
Everybody's a J.
Oo nga, no? Jaggy.
Juanito, Jaggy, and Jana.
That's right.
Sa inyo, Coach, pusta ko lahat kayo Perez.
Oh yes, yun talaga sigurado. Lahat kami Perez. At yun lang yung grupo ng Perez. Nililinaw ko lang, mahirap na.
Finally, the Gensan gets onto the board. They're 6-2. Then they go for a press. Stasha brings down the basketball.
Good spray.
Garcia is challenged by Eusebio. Stasha on the second try. Can't get it. Rebounded by Anton. Takbo ang Gensan. Call play 2. Gabo, extra to the corner. Eusebio, straight line but long. Rebounded by Warlo. Takbo, si Galicia. Masyadong malakas ang pasa. Turnover. Gensan now runs. 2-man game. Minerva, he likes that short roll. Punta dito kay CJ. Extra pass. Sabi nila, wag muna. Gabo. Zone being played. Minerva, jumper is short. Pangalawang pagkakataon. Gonzalez is now fouled.
But so far, that zone has really forced shots on the outside. And alam mo naman itong Gensan Warriors, you get it from 3 and you're free, they're definitely gonna take it. The shot quality, it's there. It's the shot making na wala, no? And kaya itong zone na to, somehow, you kind of feel that it's slowing them down, but really, those shots, if those went in because they were open, I'm sure there'd be a different narrative altogether.
Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. We are already 3 minutes into the ball game and wala pa ring field goal na naipapasok itong Gensan. Even struggling on the line.
And they have been getting open looks like what I mentioned earlier. It's really just the shot making.
Go to Leicester. 1-1, Galicia versus Gonzalez. Likes the matchup. Feather, good.
Wow.
Too easy for Jacob Galicia.
Everything clicking right now for Pasig. You go to the low block, you get it to one of your best post players. Chance here, finally.
Right place, right time for RJ Minerva. Off the loose ball, saved by Gonzalez. Napupunta dito kay RJ Minerva.
You know RJ Minerva, coach, having played for Quezon. Alam mo na yung mga ganong pagkakataon, quick decision making inside the paint. He's so good at that.
Might be undersized for his possession, Coach Mike, but the way he moves, the way he plays defense, and the way he runs that floor, malaking magandang addition to para sa Gensan.
At saka battle-tested. Yun ang importante dito kay RJ. He does not mind all these physicality. Little ball screen here.
Gabo and Minerva. Gabo goes to Eusebio. Wing 3. But it's still long. Ball is tapped. Ball is loose. Minerva will be fouled.
So Eusebio, after going 6 of 7 in the previous win against Mindoro, he's now 0 out of 3 from beyond the arc. Can't blame him though, his shots have been open.
Wanting to stretch the floor. Pasok Pasig City. JR Flores papasok. LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. First free throw is long, so the struggles on the line are evident. One for 2 for RJ Minerva. 8-6 in favor of Pasig. Stasio, early 2-man game. Flores lifts. Can't get the jumper. Bola ng Gensan. Gabo. Goes to Gonzalez. The dive by Eusebio is good.
No way he's gonna miss that one. 2 up close, very quick ball reversal, and just a good finger roll in underneath.
Former Fighting Maroon, former Blazer. Eusebio gets his first 2.
And I would like to think parang dalawang phases na ng Antonio Eusebio nakikita natin. The very athletic dunker, very early in their games. Now we're seeing a 3-point shooting guy so far. Another good cut this time by Minerva.
Now it's Gabo trying to attack. Gabo fishes for a foul, no call. Minerva, second try. Goes up, pala pa rin. Pangatlong pagkakataon, malakas pa rin for RJ Minerva.
That time I felt they were rushing those shots.
1 out of 11 so far etong Gensan. Galicia jumper is short. More opportunities for Gensan, but as Coach Mike was saying, the shot making has been a problem early on.
So this is another free shot. See? You have that space, you're within your range, you're open, you definitely got to take it.
Stasio goes under to Jacob Galicia. That one though is too easy for Pasig.
Difference has been a lot of the points of Pasig have really come, if not in transition, on the secondary break. Trying to exploit while the defense is not yet fully set up.
Gonzalez off the swing. Drop pass to Minerva is good. RJ Minerva loving the center possession for Gensan today.
And a third field goal so far, everything inside the paint. Couple of them from Minerva and one of them coming from Antonio Eusebio. Nothing from 3 so far from the Gensan Warriors.
We're not used to that. Usually maaga pa lang talagang mabanat na ng outside shooting. Etong Gensan, Garcia with a flyby, can't get it. Rebounded by RJ.
And they're a team that shoots roughly about 34% from 3, making mostly 11 3-point makes of their attempts per game. Strong drive right here by Hesed Gabo.
Gabo gets a foul off of JR Flores.
And when you talk of Hesed Gabo, that pretty much is his game. He gets a lot of trips to the line. That's why his free throw rate, almost half of his field goal attempts have really led to him going to the free throw line, because he loves to get inside the paint, get the tiki-taki touches, gets fouled on shot attempts.
Platoon substitution by Pasig right here. Pido, Maloles, Lambino, all goes inside the court. Sama pa dyan si Lopez. MANNY, the digital wallet built for the community.
When Ken and I were covering that game in Mindoro, he made a very good observation. He said, roughly, Coach, pagdating mga 6.5 minutes to 7-minute mark of every quarter, nagpa-platoon substitution ito si Coach Elvis, which is on point right now. Roughly about the 7-minute mark, you see a platoon substitution, new guys coming in, bringing in new energy, and a different way of attacking the defense.
Malalim naman itong Gensan, Coach. They have the ability to do that.
Agree.
You saw that earlier, even Eloy Tan and Chris Porter, not in uniform, usually can always provide good minutes for Gensan.
Agree.
The Flores drives. Sees Mike Lambino showing through the middle, getting the foul, and the basket is Mike Lambino. Welcome back, Mike.
Yeah. You know, I like how he moves off ball. That was already a drive, but, you know, he just hung in there.
This was the drive by Flores. Saw that there was someone flashing to the middle. It's Mike Lambino for the player of the game, brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
A lot of basketball IQ for this kid. This is only his 3rd game so far in Pasig, but he's been marvelous.
Just a little sad, Coach, that we didn't get to see Mike versus Mike.
Oh,
Mike
yeah.
Phillips versus Mike Lambino, as we see another lay there for Jera Flores. Could have been an opportunity for us to see two motor Mikes battle each other, pero wala si Mike in his last game.
Ang mas interesting ako doon, how does he accept the challenge?
Yes.
Si Michael Lambino, because you go up against Motor Mike, that's a handful, but how are you going to respond? Boy, the zone is really causing problems for Gensan, but finally I made 3.
Rodriguez popping outside, able to stretch out the floor for Gensan, getting them their first triple of the ball game. They are 1 out of 9 in the first quarter.
Far cry from their usual percentage, but I'm sure those numbers are gonna come up later on.
Lambino, that's an obvious travel on Mike Lambino against Adi Santos.
I like that he went to that stampede. Fortunately, he traveled.
This though was the play earlier by Pido. There's no look pass going to Flores for the left for the fast break of the game, brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL. Balikang bola para dito sa Gensan, an opportunity for them to take their first lead of the game. Ashawn drives, right hand, it's good for Ashawn Andrews.
We got a chance to talk to Coach Boying Diloy when we were in Mindoro. He says they see a lot of upside in Ashawn Andrews. They like how he is making decisions whenever he's free. If he gets closed out, get just a couple of dribbles to get inside the paint, and it's just kind of like what we saw right there, no? Good decision making on a closeout.
And he goes back to his comfortable position, which is the wing. He played power forward for Mindoro the past 2 seasons, but now getting an opportunity with Gensan. Pido stops, pops long, rebounded by Ashawn.
And I think that matters whenever you're a player playing in a position that you're very comfortable in. And I think the trust of the coaches too somehow being put on the hands of Ashawn Andrews.
Here he is, 1-on-1 against Pido. Punta muna kay Mark Cruz. 10 on the shot clock, 33 on the game clock. Cruz, 1 dribble in. Mark Cruz, just a talented scorer, gets the 3.
And we go back to our conversation the last time na magka-partner tayo. One of the sweetest looking 3-point shots, Mark Cruz.
Gotta credit Bosidel for reminding us of one of the smoothest strokes in the country, Mark Cruz. 6 seconds on the first quarter. Lambino on the drive, no foul is called.
Wow.
Second opportunity, Lambino off the fader, still no good. And that will end the first quarter, the 20-15. Gensan with the recovery after a strong start by Pasig. They get the lead up to 5.
Well, so far, this has been a game of, getting points inside the paint and even transition more favorable para sa Pasig. But Gensan recovering real good.
Lamang ang Gensan ng 5 as we head into the second quarter.
Win the game. Easy long with Sports Plus.
Don't miss the newest Turkish drama to hit.
Twist of Fate, Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. Dito lang sa Solar Flix.
Don't miss the newest Turkish drama to hit Philippine screens. Twist of Fate, weeknights at 8 o'clock on Solar Flix. Solar Flix is seen on Sky Channel 16, Signal Channel 21, Cable Link Channel 33, and DDT Channel 21 in Metro Manila. Still live here at the Olivares College for your Mahardika Pilipinas Basketball League on a Saturday afternoon. Juanito Gregorio at your service alongside Coach Mike Perez and Miss Daphne Cristobal on the sidelines. The first call is a charge.
Now that was an offensive foul called on Pasig. kita mo kung ano yung impact ng dalawang magkasunod na 3-point makes ni Mark Cruz at saka ni Larry Rodriguez. It immediately helped spread that floor and gave them this driver's seat.
So, Valacuña missing on his first three. Hindi nakatingin. And si Lopez on the push. Sean Andrews now trying to counter. Can't get it. They go cross court. Too much space. Mark Cruz. It's long.
Lumulundag na si Mark kanina eh. Sobrang libre siya. Hindi lang siya nakita ni Sean
Minsan
Andrews.
ganun, no, coach. You're too open that you get surprised. It actually surprises you.
Ikaw ba pagka ganun, pumapalakpak ka, yung libre ka na, hindi ka nakikita?
Hindi, coach. Ako, may tao wala. Bato lang ako ng bato eh.
Why not? Why give up the ball when you have the chance to score? Like what they say, no? When you're a scorer, you need the ball in your hands to score.
That's right. Just keep on throwing up. Good shot or bad shot. Bahala na yung teammates ko. Basta ibabato ko.
And the reason that I asked that, coach, is meron kasi mga coaches na ayaw yung pumapalakpak yung players nila. May mga ganun eh. Na, you know, if you're not getting the ball, definitely hindi ka nila nakikita. You have to find a way for them to see.
Okay, I'm just gonna trust. If it goes, it goes. Pido, though, gets the first free throw.
Pido definitely designated na point guard para dito sa Pasig. But he has not really shot the ball very well. But he has led them in assists, roughly close to 5 assists per game. And you're liking that if you're Pido. But the hope is that makakuha ka pa ng iba pang paraan para pumunta sa kanila.
Swing pass, Acuña, corner. Finally, a make for Valacuña. Third triple for Gensan. Just like that. Coach, biglang uminit sa labas itong Gensan.
Oo, and yung mga last attempts sila, I like to think parang 3 out of 5 in their last 5 attempts.
No, they started 0 out of 9 from downtown.
Right.
It's Flores trying to drive. Can't get it to Lopez on the post.
Yeah, he didn't have that, you know, space to catch that ball, and yung kamay ni Acuña was there to deflect it.
Pasig is forced to call a timeout because this is now a 7-point lead in favor of Gensan, and just a great recovery coming off the Warriors for them to get the 7-point lead. They will be back for more MPBL. Back here at the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. First of our Saturday triple header. We bring you Pasig versus Gensan. Battle of two teams who are currently still in the playoff picture. So this is going to be an all-important game for both of them. Sa ngayon, lamang ang Gensan ng 7 off the bank. It's too strong. Last touch on Lopez.
Well, somehow you feel medyo nagta-tighten up na itong depensa ng Gensan Warriors. They have not allowed a good quality shot attempt for Pasig. That one, you know, a heave definitely to trying to beat the shot clock.
Extreme ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Rodriguez can't get the 3. Sean Andrews out of nowhere.
I would have loved for him to go, you know, tip dunk, no? Taas nung elevate ni Sean Andrews.
Ano kaya sa training tong dalawa sila ni Antonio Eusebio, no?
Oo nga.
Dunk off.
Sigurado hindi maiksi yung lundaga niya. Matataas yan, eh, no?
At saka magkaibang dunkers to, coach. Ito si Sean, two-leg jumper. Si Anton naman, a one-leg jumper.
Yeah.
So, different kinds of dunks, but the power, the excitement, the creativity, just equal for both of them.
Yeah, I agree. Tsaka I like when Anton glides, no? When he dumps. You see that level of grace that you see on his takeoff.
I won't be surprised, Coach, if it's actually Anton who requested a trade for Ashawn, because from what I know, they are close friends from UP. So, baka may ano na rin yan, para may comfort level with each other. Cruz on the 3. Can't get it. Punta sila sa corner. Acuna.
Yeah.
Kabila. Parehas. May isang pasok na para dito kay Val. Acuna. 6 in total for Val.
And why not? You know, you reload to another very good three-point shooter in Val Acuna. These guys definitely the top three-point shooters for the Gensan Warriors. And when they're free, you gotta give them that ball.
Sean. Kinuha ni Adi. But that's still gonna be 2 points for Gensan Warriors.
Both guys actually just doing their thing, no? Doing the rim run, pero mas nauna na nakakuha ng bola ito si Adi Santos. But again, transition coming into play now for the Warriors here in the second.
Here Nastasio can't get the fader. P-Dog goes to his teammates. Bautista, it's too long.
Japs got one more, he's not getting it. There you go.
Japs off the pass, can't get it. Ashawn with the rebound. That is... It's looking, how many rebounds does Ashawn Andrews have? It's rebound number 2.
Yeah, second rebound already.
This was the push pass. Supposedly going to Ashawn Andrews, but ending with Adi Santos. This fast break of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
I'm sure in Ashawn's mind, you know, he wanted to get it, but he wouldn't mind as well kung si Santos was already there.
As long as you get the 2, Adi gets his first free throw.
He has actually shot the ball very well to see Adi Santos on the floor. He's a pretty solid 60% shooter. Maybe roughly about 2 out of 4 from the field.
Pasig has only scored 1 point in the entirety of the second quarter. Want to change things here. Japs drives. Euro. Floater is good. Gets the bump, the basket, and the bonus is Japs Bautista.
You never can really take out the scorer in a Japs Bautista. That spray outside, understood that there was that closeout by Val, but more importantly, going to that footwork, trying to elude probably one of the most athletic defenders of the Gensan Warriors and able to make that shot.
Timeout ang Gensan dito. The lead is cut down to 10. Gensan still in the lead. Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Let's talk about the games yesterday. Valenzuela able to surprise Marilao with a comeback. Abra with an overpowering win over Basilan, and then this close game, Binyan versus Pasay, a nice Southern Division matchup, Coach Mike, that we watched yesterday.
And the thing about that match between Binyan and Pasay, you see the coaching adjustments,
yes,
between those
the
two.
chess
And
match.
You love it. I mean, these are the games that, you know, get your adrenaline up.
Natin dito kung magkakaroon din ng comeback. Etong Pasig, Ashawn Andrews on the drive. Ashawn just too quick for any defender.
And again, you go back to that conversation we had with Coach Boying Didoy. Now he moves like he feels the backing of his coaches with that drive.
Batak answers with a triple on the other end.
Badang, I don't think has really shot that ball very well from 3 this season. He's only shooting about 22%, but You know, you love that he's making it in certain parts of the game, but he definitely's got to be consistent with that.
Sean again, 1-on-1. Stops, pops. Sulit strong. Para dito kay Ashawn. Takbo ang Pasig left hand. At Galicia is pushed from behind.
This is where sometimes the Warriors are getting pressure, transition defense.
Let's go back to this three-pointer by Warlo Batak. This three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme Water-Protected Speakers. Dive into music with Extreme Speakers.
Now set up by Estacio, real good. And Jacob Galicia, he so far is leading the team in scoring at 15.1 per game. He's shooting a very good 58% from the field. He leads them in rebounds. He's one of the more efficient players for them, averaging roughly just about 5% of his possessions really resulting in turnovers. And so the value of taking care of the ball, making very good shot makes, just brings up that level of performance para dito kay Jacob Galicia.
23-31, still in favor of Gensan. Pick and pop, extra pass on the inside, can't get it.
Diyan magaling yung Gensan Warriors eh. Yung sa mga short action where you involve a third guy to actually find the next pass, that's the best look. That time around, really just got deflected.
They go corner, Cruz doesn't even go down.
Warlo.
Batak. Are we gonna see a slam? No, but it's still gonna be a 2 for Warlo.
Taking the easier route. Just making sure na papasok yung tira niya. They're down 6.
MANNY, the digital wallet built for the community. Cruz can't get a triple. They are now struggling again from downtown. Parang spurts coach. Struggle, mag-iinit. Ngayon, medyo malamig ulit. So, I don't know, we might see another heat up from Gensan, but this was the fast break of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Warlo Batak finishing on the fast break.
No question about the leaping ability of Warlo Batak that time. And so far, you alluded to the 3-point, medyo lumamig ng konti para dito sa Gensan Warriors. They are 2 out of 7 here in the second quarter. It might be, a case of hanap ulit ng panibagong mga shooters para dito sa Gensan Warriors because it is a huge part of how they play the game, that 3-point shot. They're not limited to that, but that is one, good piece of their offensive attack.
Kaya ngayon, pasok si Junicio at si Hesed Gabo to try and give back the energy for Gensan. Acuna from the outside. Short. Rebounded by Marwin. Gabo off the jumper. Wala pa rin. Pacquiao. Pangatlong pagkakataon, walang maipasok ang Gensan.
Getting multiple attempts, in my opinion, is very important if you're an offensive team. That time around, they did get a good percentage of the offensive rebound that was available. They gave it a good look, but their shots really not going in.
Four minutes and 30 remaining in the second quarter. Pasig trying to make a run. Here in the second, they cut the lead down to 6. 14 on the shot clock. Estacio on the drive. Floater. In and out. Rebounded by Hesed. Trying to look to run. Hesed goes middle. Punta kay Minerva. He wasn't ready. Labas kay Hesed.
Good
Extra
pass
on the corner. Eusebio. It's long. 4 out of 20 for Gensan from downtown. Other end. Galicia. Fader. Malakas din para kay Jacob.
And they move the ball around. Itong Gensan Warriors. Samantalang out in transition, a lot of activities and opportunities that these Pasig guys are really taking advantage of.
There's a challenge by Coach Elvis. Public tayo after his review.
sabay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang pupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag-3 points na. Bawat baya'y di matatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, at Mindanao. MPBL na.
The review for the challenge was inconclusive and it has been nullified. Initial ruling on the floor stays foul on number 12 Marvin Judicial. Gensan Warriors in penalty.
The challenge was inconclusive para sa Gensan Warriors. So nullified, babalik ang challenge ni Coach Elvis Tolentino, pero ang bola at ang tawag ay mananatili para sa Pasig.
And I would like to think sinusubukan rin nilang siyempre i-save yung foul ni Marvin Junicio, no?
I think so too, Coach. I think that's gonna be foul number sa kabila. Foul number 2.
Yeah.
Kasi kay Marvin Junicio, kaya gusto nilang matipid. John Gabriel makes the first free throw. This is now a 10-2 run in favor of Pasig.
Veteran big man who has gotten very rare minutes para dito sa Pasig. Well, I like to think only because, you know, guys like J.R. Flores, Jacob Galicia have actually done their work for Pasig. It's close to about 10 minutes only per game. But he has done so well in helping them out in the very few games that he's played in rebounds. Close to 3 per game para dito kay John. Another rebound right here for Gabriel.
Stasio fires early, can't get it. Eusebio with the rebound. 3 minutes and 48 remaining here in the first half. Foul is called on Aaron Stasio. Three and 42, both teams are now in penalty. The ball uses Pacquiao. Labas sila, Rene wide open. Rene short on the 3.
It's gotta be on John Gabriel, right? Napwestuhan siya ni RJ Minerva dun sa rebound for that 3 attempt by Pacquiao.
And Pasig is in penalty, so
Yeah.
this will mean 2 free throws
Yeah.
for RJ Minerva.
Yeah, they just landed in penalty on that foul by John Gabriel.
RJ Minerva, the latest addition for the Gensan Warriors, already has 6 points and 5 rebounds for Gensan. Looks like he will be playing a bigger role for the Warriors, Coach Mike.
You know what you get with RJ Minerva? You get another Marwin Junicio kind of guy, no? Na kayang dumipensa sa baba. Even sa perimeter, nakakapag-close out, kayang kargahin yung bungguan sa ilalim. There's really so much that RJ Minerva can contribute for the Gensan Warriors, even on the defensive end.
Former NU Bulldog standout, now transferring from the Quezon Huskers, going to the Gensan Warriors. Galicia on the second try.
One of the favorite parts of his game is his activity every time on the offensive glass. Jacob makes a living out of that.
Jacob Galicia in the ball game already has 7. Tunisia on the post. Extra pass inside. Rinde
my.
cannot finish. Lumabas at niluwa. Batak from downtown. Can't get it also. Rinde with the rebound. Eusebio says it's slowing things down. Gabo decides otherwise. Straight line but long. 3 versus 2. Matakbo si Batak. No look pass. Galicia will be fouled from behind by Marwin Junicio.
That's going to be his third. And Marwin Junicio really trying to give that chase amidst another fast break of Pasig.
Gotta credit Jacob Galicia for getting up early off the pass of Warlo Batak for the play of the game. Brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
Ako alam mo kung anong gusto ko dun, Coach, is yung decision ni Warlo Batak not to give up that ball very early. He waited for that moment that there was that, you know, little level of proximity nung paglapit ng depensa sa kanya ibinigay kay Jacob Galicia.
Well, they've been the 1-2 punch the whole season long. Warlo Batak now has 9 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. And Jacob Galicia with 10 points and 7 rebounds to his name.
And one thing that has changed really for Pasig in this game, in my opinion, has been fast breaks. They have been looking for transition very early in this game.
On the other side, finally a make for Rene Pacquiao. He's been trying the whole ball game. He's been getting a few rebounds, already 4 in the game, but the first 2 points for Rene.
Well, let me tell you, a lot of the shots of the Gensan Warriors have really come from the outside, but once they get inside, they get their shot attempts. And kaya nag-i-scramble yung depensa nitong Pasig.
The foul will be called on RJ Minerva. Penalty na rin. And Gensan. Jagars troops to the line for 2.
I was gonna say, Jagars, alam mo naman, 3-point shooting talaga yung hahanap mo dyan, eh, no? Minsan, alam mo yung pag tumira siya ng 3 points, parang slam dunk nga yung dating.
Oo. Laki ng impact, eh.
Yeah. The second, you know, most used guy offensively for Pasig. Of course, number 1 being Warlo Batak and Michael Lambino. Very close numbers in that department, but you know, you get a third guy in that mix involving Jay Gars. Ganda nung kombinasyon ng tatlo na yan.
Josh Fontanilla is now challenged by Aaron Estacio, 2 former St. Clair guards who I think was able to play with each other for a year before Fontanilla transferred to UST. Pacquiao on the same leg landing. Very sharp yung referee natin doon. Sa harap niya nangyari.
Oh, I like the conviction to make that call.
This was the steal of RJ Minerva off the backcourt. The steal of the game brought to you by Extreme Boom 3 Waterproof Speaker, Unstoppable Sound, Ultimate Power.
Oh,
Jagar, straight line and in, off the wing.
A really nice set for Pasig, in my opinion. Little middle action ball screen, setting up a low stagger for Jerome Garcia on that 3 from the wing.
The lead is now back with Pasig after this big run. Gabo will be fouled from behind.
And Gabo, like what I mentioned, no? A lot of his shot attempts have really resulted in him getting to the line. That low stagger right there set up really more for Jerome Garcia. You get a shooter running the space on the floor, you know you have a very special score in that guy.
And this is much important because Pasig is on a 20-5 run here in the quarter.
And you know what? A lot of that has to do with fast breaks. They are now a +8 in that department. And they have, every time you see a miss by the Gensan Warriors, they try and get in open floor.
13 na ang fast break points itong Pasig while Gensan only has 5.
And they roughly average about, I think, 16 or 17 per game. They are 19th best when it comes to fast break points. So not really one of your top fast breaking teams, but they're doing so good here in the early goings against the Warriors.
All game is tied once again here at 36. Stasio the basketball. Gabriel cannot give it to Garcia. Punta sila sa ilalim. Batak against Fontanilla. Trabaho pero supan itong si Batak. But the foul is gonna be called on John Gabriel.
I want to point out the very good defense of Josh Fontanilla. You have a very athletic guy in Warlo Bata who was just a couple of dribbles away from getting to the cup. But he made life miserable for Warlo Bata.
And to think, Coach, itong si Josh Fontanilla was better known as an offensive guy back in the day when he was playing for St. Clair and UST. One of the better slashers there were. Very creative with his handles. Can always get to the hoop. Pero dito sa MPBL, Coach, very evident that he has worked on his defense.
Yeah, one of the secondary scorers that they've used offensively. Well, you have a ton of scorers in the Gensan Warriors, but for a defensive-minded guy in Josh Fontanilla to be getting in the mix of scoring for the Gensan Warriors, you know how much flexibility you're getting out of him.
Batak one-on-one against Fontanilla. Goes for the stop and pop. Fontanilla again makes the stop. Takbo itong Gensan off the back. Almost turnover for Hesed. Hesed attacks. Eusebio with some space. Mahina para dito kay Anton.
Eusebio struggled here in the first half.
There is a whistle. Is it a foul? It is going to be a foul on Rene Pacquiao. Not the smartest of fouls because that's going to mean 2 free throws for Pasig.
Kaya ayun ang sinasabi ni Coach Elvis eh.
Technical will be called at Coach Elvis.
Coach Elvis is livid. Only because he understands na, the team is already in penalty. They are right now only up by 2. They're getting outrun by Pasig. And as they play to try and play defense, somehow I'd like to think Coach Elvis says, they're taking that ability of them to play defense. A little bump here and there, that's going to be fine. But you don't want to be handcuffed with a lot of fouls as you try and play defense.
So this is going to mean a technical free throw and then 2 more free throws para sa Pasig. Could swing the lead their way. Is this going to be 2 technical free throws? Ito na yung normal free throw
out of the penalty. Yeah. First one was for the technical. This one's the regular free throws now.
So an opportunity for Gensan to take the last shot of the quarter and the half. If they decide so. Pero ito may pagkakataon si Aaron Estacio to get the lead in favor of Pasig. And he does. 3 free throws is good for Aaron Estacio. Coach Elvis Tolentino decides to use his timeout. 22 seconds remaining here in the second.
Sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa.
Final 22 here in the second quarter. Andrews and Cruz return to the ball game alongside Larry Rodriguez on the defensive end. Lambino chops in. Aaron Estacio off the back, smiles and finishes a 5-point swing, all in favor of Aaron Estacio.
They still got time.
Andrews pa rin. Marito kay Mark Cruz. 6 seconds remaining. Cruz on the drive. Goes to Larry. Ball is tapped. A second remaining. They throw it away. And Aaron Estacio doing everything in the final 30 seconds to get this 3-point lead in favor of Pasig.
Those last two possessions really speak highly on the kind of defensive intensity that the Pasig team has played against the Gensan Warriors in a game that's very close. We're there up by 3.
41-38. Pasig already in front after a double-digit lead by Gensan. Magbabalik po ang MPBL.
Back into the game. What kind of impact can he make? And what a steal! That is getting now in the final of the game. Can they make magic? White Lounge wins the game.
Win the game. Easy long with Force Plus.
Sumasaya kapag may labay
41-38 is our halftime score, and we are joined by the team manager of Gensan Warriors para sa ating halftime interview. Kasama natin si Boss Merman Flores. Magandang hapon, Boss Merman. Right now, kayo po naghahabol by 3 points. Well challenged by Pasig City. And what do you think should be further established pagdating natin ng second half?
Well, first of all, we gotta establish yung defense namin at nagpapabaya kami sa bola eh. So hopefully we can turn it around in the second half.
Boss Merman, is there anyone you would like to greet? Mga gusto niyo pong pasalamatan?
Siyempre gusto natin pasalamatan yung mga sponsors natin, si Alpha Anytime Fitness, Armor On, Jinky Skin, and siyempre yung MANNY Pay natin. At lahat ng mga nanonood dyan sa Gensan ngayon, sila Mayora Lorelie Pacquiao, Bobby Pacquiao, and Consial Michael Pacquiao. Good evening po sa inyo lahat.
Maraming salamat. And once again, that was Boss Merman Flores of the Gensan Warriors. Wag po kayong aalis dahil magbabalik pa ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag-3 points na. Bawat bayan di matatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag maalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay Tunay labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yung mayanig ang pakbakal. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang pupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na, yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay umayanig kapag nag-3 points na. Bawat baya'y di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat
Win the game. Easy long with Force Plus.
Back here at the Olivares College in Parañaque City, where we give you our first game of 3. Pasig is currently leading by 3. And Coach Mike, this was already a double-digit lead in favor of Gensan. Pero itong habol ng Pasig late in the second quarter, Coach, gave them back the lead.
I think the good run, no? As you know, and I mentioned earlier about, you know, yung second quarter napaganda ng tapos nila. Lumamang kahit papaano itong Gensan Warriors after humabol ng first quarter, pero a good comeback by Pasig towards the latter part of the second quarter. Field goal shooting, you know, difference of 7 attempts favoring Gensan, but the free throws though almost very close. It was the fast break that really turned the favor of Pasig. Pero ang danger ngayon para dito sa Pasig, they are not getting so much help off the bench. They have been very dependent on starters like Galicia, Warlo, as well as Jagars.
See here the numbers. 7 more field goal attempts for Gensan, but the makes has not been going their side. They have made 2 less, plus 8 naman sa fast break netong Pasig. But what does Gensan need to do here, Coach Mike, in the second half if they want to be able to battle Pasig? Because right now, Pasig has been controlling the latter part of the second quarter.
Well, I felt they haven't really gotten as many paint touches as they normally would. Yung karamihan na nakukuha nilang paint touches is really out of the offensive rebounding. We have not seen a dribble, drive, penetrate, get paint touches, and spray it out kind of play for the Gensan Warriors.
A few guys not in uniform. Eloy Tan, Chris Porter, Samboy De Leon. These are guys who can help out itong Gensan, but they will be trusting this lineup. Larry Rodriguez gets the first basket of the third quarter. Estacio, pick and pop to Lambino. Goes for the jumper. Lambino showcasing some other parts of his game.
But he is not getting so many touches.
Nelo from downtown, in and out. Ball is stopped. Juan Estacio, takbo na naman ang Pasig. They go to Keith on the layup, will be fouled. Hit on the face by Josh Fontanilla.
And I feel every time they have an opportunity, they will quickly go to a run.
This was a pass going to Keith Pido, accidentally hit on the head. Pass brings the game, brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
In that instance, that was already a numbers game to which that was really a 2 versus 1 where you had Mark Cruz, the only guy first down to defend against the Warriors, quickly exploiting it with a ball reversal the other end.
Mintis nga lang ang free throw ni Keith Pido. So a 3-point lead in favor of Pasig. They go down low post. Cross court. Cruz, another 3 is finally good for Mark Cruz.
They're gonna need that kind of play to work. Little ball reversal with that ball on the post, or you get into what's called a punch and spray. You get the paint touch and you spray it out to your shooters. Make them make the decisions.
Pero to sa kabilang panig, foul din kay Mark Cruz off the drive of Aaron Stasio.
But only because they've been getting a lot of paint, touches itong Pasig. If not on the fast break and dribble penetration, that was that swing over to Mark Cruz, one of the best guys on a catch and shoot, and you really cannot leave him open even on a 2-pass away.
Stasio missing on the first triple attempt for Pasig. Ball goes the other way. Santos, balik sila on the low post to Larry Rodriguez. They like this, they go to Adi. Santos, the other Santos.
Nice
Drop pass to Adi. Santos connection works for Gensan.
On really forcing rotations on the backside of that defense of Pasig. Keith Pido was pretty late in that situation.
Lead goes back to Gensan here, but there will be another foul. That's going to be foul number 3 on the Warriors early here in the second half. Pero puntahan ulit natin to. And Santos to Santos. Play of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
Well, that peel-off rotate definitely had to take on that drive by Santos, but they totally forgot about that weak side peel-off. And pretty late, Adi made that shot.
Edon trying to fish for a foul. That is going to be another foul on Gensan. Team foul number 4 early on for the Warriors.
And Keith Pido really just taking it to Josh Fontanilla right now. A lot of veteran smarts in Keith Pido. Not really the most athletic, but alam na alam kung paano pumosisyon at kailan niya gagamitin yung ang kanyang kakayanan din sa laro.
Masakit dyan. That's gonna be personal foul number 3 on Josh Fontanilla.
And that's the 13th foul already for the Gensan Warriors without any yet for Pasig. I guess that's a trade-off. No? You play a lot of intensity on the defensive side of the floor, definitely gonna get into foul situations.
So ngayon, punta muna tayo sa ating courtside, Ms. Daphne Cristobal.
Some words were expressed by Coach Elvis that the Gensan Warriors did not want to hear but needed to grasp. With the second group starting here in the second half, Assistant Coach Boyeng Diloy said it was their outside shots in the first half that hurt them. They gotta penetrate the basket and limit the fast break points of Pasig since they gave away 15 during the first 2 quarters. So this group of men has been responding pretty well. What do you Coach Mike?
Thank you for that, Daphne. Well, early on, Coach, medyo nalimitahan nga nila ang pagtakbo ng Pasig, pero meron pa rin sagot on the half-court setup itong tropang Pasig. Galicia, the first jumper is good.
At saka yung report na yun was on point. No? Katulad nga nasabi natin, halos pareho lang yung pagdating sa shot attempts ng free throw. Pero yung kakaiba ng paraan kaya sila nafa-foul. Offensive rebounding kadalasan para sa Gensan Warriors. Wala masyadong tumatahi. Kailangan atakihin yung paint.
Fontanilla, far out. Straight line in for Josh Fontanilla.
And that is definitely going to matter for the Gensan Warriors. Right now, to start this third quarter, they're shooting very well from the outside. They're 2 out of 4. Gotta keep at it.
Warlo Batak on the other end, trying to answer. Can't get it. Second chance, still no good. Rebounded by Adi Santos. Ito sila kay Mark Cruz. They go to Nelo. They still want to go to Larry Rodriguez, which that play has worked early on here in the third quarter. They can't get to Larry. 7 on the shot clock. Fontanilla, 1-on-1. Fontanilla stops. Tries to get the step through, nothing there. Rodriguez, just a little too short, but they get the steal and a fast break for Adi Santos.
Well, turnovers right there, in my opinion, really hurting Pasig.
3-point lead now for the Gensan Warriors.
Lane drive.
Pido, labas dito kay Galicia. Jumper, can't get back-to-back. Takbo ng Warriors. Fontanilla, bump. Well read by Jacob Galicia, but the ball will stay with Gensan.
Alam mong parating yung bump eh. No? Undersized ka, malaki yung kalaman mo. Kailangan mo talagang i-bump.
Actually, yung mata ni Galicia nandun na lang sa bola eh. He already knew it, but this was the tap from behind for the steal of the game, brought to you by Extreme Boom 3 waterproof speaker, unstoppable sound, ultimate power.
Ganda nung balik nung recovery sa turnover na yun.
Sila dito kay Adi Santos. So 5 minutes and 55 remaining here in the third. 2-man game, can't get the pocket pass. Batak. Well read, but that's gonna be personal foul. Number 4 on Josh Fontanilla.
And it lands Gensan in penalty. Now, with close to still 6 minutes remaining here in the third quarter, and they've been attacking the paint aggressively, this might be advantage for Pasig.
Batak though can't get the first free throw.
You gotta make your free throws though.
2 young guns still on the bench para sa Gensan in Antonio Sebio and Sean Andrews. Looks like it's gonna be Val Acuña who will be substituting, pero dalawang mintes para kay Warlo Batak mananatili si Josh Fontanilla. Nelo Santos drives baseline. The beautiful Euro for Nelo Santos.
I don't know if you'd agree with me. That was the very first time we've seen somebody put the ball on the floor, create, going to the paint, and score.
Rare drive coming from Gensan. Usually it's a kick out or an outside shot or a post game. But that time, pinakita ni Nelo na he can also drive. This time, it's Josh Fontanilla trying the same thing.
Parang in the mind of Josh Fontanilla at ni Nel Santos. Enough of the punch and spray. No, punch and finish na tayo. Get inside the paint, get a finish.
Madami din naman silang slashers that's
correct.
Just not utilized as well here in the ball game. But now Fontanilla and Nelo Santos showing out. LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Fontanilla though missing on the first free throw.
And you kind of understand yung mensahe ni Coach LV sa mga tropa niya na kailangan natin makascore sa loob ng paint. Tapos at the same time, prevent natin yung kanilang mga fast break. Gotta get down very quick defensively.
0 out of 2 for Josh Montanilla, but the referees say the ball will stay with Gensan. Gensan is winning this quarter 14-6 plus 8 in favor of the Warriors.
If there's one thing about the Gensan Warriors, they're one of the really good free throw shooting teams, roughly about 75%, which is pretty much close to the numbers that you have right now. But it's just, nagugulat ka lang, Josh Fontanilla magmimintes ng free throw.
Challenge will be called by Pasig. Tingnan natin kung kanino mapupunta ang bola. Magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yung mayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao.
Upon review, the challenge was successful. Ball possession for Pasig City.
Challenge was successful in favor of Pasig. The last touch will be on a black shirt, which the ball will now go to Pasig.
Well, a chance for them to try and chip off itong 5-point deficit. The momentum so far slightly shifting over to the Gensan Warriors here mid of the third.
52-47, 14-6 in favor of Gensan here in the third quarter. Maloles.
Same play.
They go to Jay Gars. A lot of space for Jay Gars, but it's short. Nelon trying to run that basketball. Slows it down, finds a cutter in RJ Minerva. Labas kay Nelo. Wide open. In and out, but Minerva gets a second chance.
My opinion, decision making, everything done right there by the Gensan Warriors, by Santos, by RJ Minerva, and a good effort to try and secure offensive rebound in that stick back.
Ito na ang kalamangan ng Gensan here in the ball game. Maloles goes down to Galicia looking for that fadeaway. Can't get it, but Maloles stays active, getting that offensive rebound against Mark Cruz.
Doon medyo na-challenge si Mark Cruz pagka yung mga guardia is malakas compared to him. You kind of like how he shoots the ball from the outside, but inside, he really has to exert a lot of effort. Foul for 3.
Too long for Val Acuña, rebounded by Warlo Bata. Sila dito kay Jay Gars. A lot of space but long for Jay Gars. Rebounded once again by RJ Minerva. Rebounding story, 41-32. Santos left hand. Komportable siya dun, coach. He's a righty that loves attacking on the left side.
The left side, that's right. Tsaka ang ganda ng energy na dinala ni Santos when he came in. You're seeing more of, attacks going downhill on the paint with the threat to finish or even to pass it off to other guys.
Sports Plus is the official sports book of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. A little struggle on the line for Gensan. They are 12 out of 19. Make that 13 out of 20. Ano bang math nun, Coach? 13 out of 20, 65%. Tama ba?
Si Ton yata dapat tanungin natin pag mat.
13 out
13 out of 20?
20.
Roughly about 65%.
Ayun, ang galing.
Alam mo,
On the dot. Sabi ko na, mathematician ako.
nung huli ka nag-attempt na bumunot ng calculator, nung kayo ni Ken, kinocompute niyo edad ko. Yung ganun. Kaya inunahan ko na
Okay
kayo
na to. Okay na to.
Okay
Ano
na,
na?
ayos na. Ayos
Free
na.
throw percentage lang kinakalkula namin, Coach Mike. Hindi yung edad mo. 55 to 49. We go back to the ball game. It's the 6-point lead in favor of the Warriors. Maloles. Drive. Labas dito kay Jay Gars. Fake. Well defended. Pero nakahanap ng butas. And he will be fouled. Itong si Jerome Garcia.
Boy, and when Santos got beat downhill on that drive, very quick yung low tag na help para dito kay RJ Minerva, but somehow, he was still able to get in there and get that foul.
Let's see if Jay Gars can cut into the lead. Gets the first free throw is Jay Gars. Ang pamilya ni Jerome Garcia. Kahit saan ang laro, always in support. Yan, si Daddy Jay Gars.
27% of his possessions while he's on the floor, he's actually involved in the offense. That's how valuable Jerome Garcia is.
One of the best shooters in the league, Jerome Garcia. 4-point lead in favor of Gensan. Nelo gives it up to Antonio Sebio, who gets his first minutes of the second half. Acuna, extra pass, goes corner. Nelo, short. Rebounded by Japs Bautista. 3 minutes and 23 remaining here in the third quarter. Early post. The Flores will be fouled by Antonio Sebio.
Yeah, they wanted to attack downhill with Flores going up against Antonio Sebio. And that was a good seal by Flores. Isa sa mga specialty of the house niya yan, yung mga paglaro with his back to the basket. As Sean Andrews now will come in, bringing in more athleticism as Santos gets a rest.
Whatever team J.R. Flores plays for, he is always a contributor. As we see this free throw brought to you by Extreme, ang subok at kumpletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
Hindi, tsaka alam ko yan dahil naglaro sa Muntinlupa yan.
Yes. If not mistaken, Caloocan as well. Negros. Pero lahat talagang he's a modern day big, can put the ball on the floor, can shoot it from the outside, can post up when needed. Kumpletong 4. Itong si J.R. Flores.
And I think he really understands his role on the Pasig team. Maybe during the time of Muntinlupa, he was really more of a scorer. Now he's on a role-playing position. Trying to be complementary guys to guys like Warlo Batak and other scorers.
Tamayo gets the rebound. Pasig looking to run, but here he is. Flores, just a little jab step. Malakas ang tira ni JR. Rebounded by Valacuña. Pressured by Mark Maloles. Ball stays to Gensan.
Good pressure right there by Maloles.
Vincent Gibo calls for Pinky. Early screen with Antonio Sebio. Looking for someone to show. Acuna! Not even a lot of space for Valacuña.
Naghahanap pa lang si Mark Cruz. Nakakasana yung kamay ni Valacuña. Halata na eh.
Sabi nga nila, shoot or shoot. 7 out of 31 para din sa Gensan here in the ball game. Bautista, little step side. Answers right back on the other end.
Shooter baka mo usapan. Sali ako dyan. Japs Bautista yan.
Veterano sa veterano ang labanan sa labas. Bautista and Acuna in a shootout. Gabo goes to the other end. Eusebio, floater is short. Loose ball, kuha ng Pasig. Garcia.
Travel, yeah.
Medyo natapilok ata itong si Jay Gars.
Yeah, I thought the same, no? Parang na-twist niya yung paa niya eh.
I think he was looking to make some contact. Tapos umiwas itong si Hesed Gabo that got him to lose the balance.
Naghahanap ng bonus, no? Extra and 1 kung pumasok yung tira niya.
Coach, 3-point story right here.
Yeah, indeed.
So 31 for Gensan, 16 for Pasig. Another turnover for Gensan. Andrews against Bautista. Bautista wins the matchup.
That was a tough matchup for Japs Bautista. More athletic, faster downhill as Sean Andrews, but he just went to that bump to create that space and finish.
Here is Sean. Trying to answer back. Sean drives. There's no space. Look at the attack for Sean Andrews.
Yeah, he took off with 2 feet, went to that shot, overshot it.
Larry Rodriguez returns to the ball game, subs in for Sean Andrews. And pay the digital wallet built through the community. Estacio pick and pop to Lester. It's long, rebounded by Antonio Sebio. The ball in the basketball. Corner. Acuña's made one. Back-to-back triples for Val Acuña on the same side.
One thing that's common, nakakasala yung kamay, nag-aantay na lang no? Did not go to a very deep catch. Ganda ng pagkakapasa na yan.
Pero yun yung mga gusto mo, coach, sa mga shooters. That's what you teach on the youth, that whenever you go to a spot, your hands always need to be ready to shoot.
That's right. Seen right here. Look away pass, pero nando na, nakakasana nga yung kamay ni Val Acuña.
3-point shot na yan. I have to say, like Extreme water-protected speakers, Diamond Music with Extreme speakers.
Yan ang tinuturo ko kay Riley. That's very important. You have to have allow a target for the passer.
Right-handed ba o kaliwete si Riley?
Kaliwete. Lahat sila actually left-handed. Ako lang yung kanan. Only because their mom is left-handed.
Okay, so lahat, ano yan? Alam ko si Justin, shooter yan eh.
Oo naman. Tsaka ano yan, nag-golf na ngayon.
Change career. Japs. Wow, up and under fake. Talk about a veteran move coming from Japs Bautista.
Wow, an impressive quarter for Japs Bautista.
61-58. Tatlo na lang ang hinahabol netong Pasig. Atlas J. Gars being denied by Nelo. Good hand, pero balik ang bola kay Japs. He attacks. Spin is blocked by Nelo Santos.
Yan ang hinahanap mo kay Japs Bautista. No, he only had 3 points at the half. He now has had 8 only because he started with a lot of activity, making himself available offensively.
Timeout muna tayo dito, 61-58 in favor of the Warriors.
Woo! 2 points.
Bravo!
Twist of Fate, Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. Dito lang sa Solar Flicks.
Don't miss the newest Turkish drama to hit Philippine screens. Twist of Fate, weeknights at 8 o'clock on Solar Flicks. Solar Flicks is seen on Sky Channel 16, Signal Channel 21, Cable Link Channel 33, and DDT Channel 21 in Metro Manila.
Rakim and Jassy right there, the former Olivares College Sea Lion, Coach Mike Sagigi.
Of course, itong Olivares College, where we are live right now, has also produced a few MPBL talents.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about Munmund de la Cruz, John Umali, Redel Fabros. These are quality guys that have come from this very venue and who are still contributing. John Umali has been loaded by Bataan.
So we'll J-Boy Solis.
J-Boy Solis as
Josh
well.
Galliano. A lot of them. Jello Razon.
That's right. Hindi ba ano si Jello Razon?
No. He played for Coach Mike, but he's for
Tama,
Perpetual. That's right. I stand corrected. My bad.
10 seconds remaining. Larry goes early. In and out. May pagkakataon pa. 2 seconds. They go to Estacio. Will this count? Almost, but not quite. For Aaron Estacio, that was a 1 quarter by Gensan. They were down by 3 entering the 3rd quarter, but now it's a 3-point lead in favor of Gensan.
Well, only because they scored so much better. Japs Bautista able to make Pasig come back.
3-point lead, 61-58. 1 more quarter among us here in Olivares.
When it comes back into the game. What kind of effort did he make? And what a steal! That way is going to even up the game. E9 in the final game. Can they make magic? White Lounge wins the game!
Win the game. Easy long with Sports Plus.
Sports Plus is the official sports book of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. One more quarter here at the Olivares College Gymnasium in Parañaque City. First of our Saturday triple header. Later on, Zamboanga will be going up against Bacolod. Then their main game, Imos versus Manila. Pero ngayon, fourth quarter muna tayo. Scoring per quarter, Coach Mike, it's been a high scoring, but Gensan answering in the third.
And three-point shooting has been good in that quarter. Probably the best three-point shooting quarter for the Gensan Warriors. They had 4 3-point makes in the third quarter alone. And so much different from how they shot in the first and in the second.
Nelo wide open. Malakas para dito kay Nelo. Sprints down. Opportunity for Pasig to cut through. Aaron with a beautiful Euro will be fouled by Hesed Gabo.
Aaron Estacio, no question about it. He's really a scorer.
Ngayon, punta muna tayo sa ating courtside, Miss Daphne Cristobal.
Prior here in the MPBL, Aaron Estacio established his name and career in St. Clair College as a floor general. But Aaron shared there's still a lot more than just basketball. And that's why his dream to become a flight attendant will never go blurry. Halos 5 taon na rin o 5 laro na rin rather ang nakalipas mula noong nag-head coach itong si Coach Arvin Ginto sa Pasig City. And Aaron shared as a guard himself, he is still having a hard time to absorb everything all at once. So, dito papasok yung pangarap niya na maging flight attendant. No, you can choose flights. You cannot choose flights or passengers, but you gotta give your service and perform during games.
Thank you for that, Daphne. Gabo! It's been quiet in the ball game, Coach Mike. Pero ito, he looks to contribute a little bit more here in the fourth quarter.
Pero gusto ko yung report na yan, ha?
Yes.
Sa flight attendant pala to si, may aspiration na gano'n.
Well, it's never too late. He's still pretty young. Ito si Aaron Estacio.
Why not?
I think may height requirement. Pasok naman siya doon.
Huwag na tayo pumunta sa usapang ganyan, ha? Oo.
4-point swing in favor of Gensan.
Pareho lang tayo hindi papasa doon.
Kaya masaya na tayo dito.
Oo
on
naman.
the sidelines. Ito naman talagang ating passion. Pero mapapatagal pa dahil itong ang pangarap nitong si Aaron Estacio because on the court, he is contributing big time. Aaron Estacio, 8 points and 8 assists, even a triple-double watch, 6 rebounds as well for Aaron Estacio.
Not unless magkakaroon sila ng liga habang nasa flight.
Oo, tama. Mahirap-hirap yun.
Mahirap yun. Good swing.
Acuna in and out. Last touch by Larry Rodriguez, but challenge will be called by Gensan. They feel that the last touch should be on Lester Tamayo.
In that instance, on that 3-point attempt by Val Acuna, siguro nabasa na nila kanina at pumapasok yung dalawang 3 points niya.
Tinumun na natin. Challenge will be done by Gensan. Magbabalik tayo.
Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao.
Upon review, the challenge was successful. Ball possession for Gensan.
Successful challenge for Coach Elvis Tolentino. Babalik ang bola para sa Gensan. Panoorin ulit natin to, Coach Mike. Ayun, takip ni Lester. Rodriguez on the alley-oop. Can't get it to go.
Oh, John Gabriel is down.
Aksidente atang tinamaan pag-ikot ni Larry Rodriguez. Gensan Warriors players are saying it's a flop, but might be just accidental. Mukhang pag-ikot, someone might have hit John. Didn't really see it.
Well, I didn't see what happened. I just saw him na habang pababa itong mga Gensan Warriors, mga kampi niya, hindi na siya sumama, no? Diretso na siya dyan sa heg. He's holding on to his lip. We'll see what happens here.
Rodriguez on your screens. Being given instructions by Coach Elvis Tolentino. In the ball game, Coach Mike, relatively cold is Hesed Gabo, only with 8 points, as well as Antonio Sebio, only with 2 here in the ball game.
That's right. He has not shot the ball very well in this game.
And Antonio Sebio is averaging 13 points and 6 rebounds a ball game.
Yeah.
About review, there was an act of violence, a sportsmanlike foul on number 5, Larry Rodriguez, his second.
They're gonna call an act of violence on Larry Rodriguez. They're gonna say it is an unsportsmanlike. Panoorin ulit natin to. This was the frustration, and then that left fist.
Yeah. No doubt. Got to get to the free throws now.
I mean, 2 free throws and ball possession. So a chance para paikutin netong Pasig and get the lead. But Gabriel missing on the first, still a chance. They make the free throw, the ball goes back. Either a tied ball game or even the lead with a 3. 1 for 2 for John Gabriel.
And they get possession and a chance to either tie this game or get the lead with a 3 points.
Gabriel only has 2 points in the ball game, but does have 5 rebounds to help out his team. Jay Gars goes to John Gabriel. Balik dito kay Jay Gars. 10 on shot clock. Jay Gars looking to attack. Shooter on shooter. Switch by Adi Santos. Step back. No space. Blocked by Larry Rodriguez. Takbo ang Gensan. Hesed goes to Val. Open on the left wing. Short from Val Acuña.
That's wide open.
Double dribble on Aaron Estacio on forced turnover on Aaron.
Boy, sayang yun, no? You bit the bullet, leaving Val Acuña free. He is now 0 out of 2 on his last 2 attempts. Previous to that, he was 2 out of 2. And Montek, no? Montek yun. Linaw na pasa na yung kay Val.
Nabo, punta rito kay Val Acuña. Drive, float, still short sa pagkakataon. Finally a make. It's been a struggle for Val in the quarter. Aaron tries to attack early, goes to Warlock. Swing pass, turnover for Pasig. 4 versus 3. Hesed looking like Ray John Rondo. Won't be there. 1-on-1. Larry on the drop step. Malakas! Battle for the loose ball. Warlock gets it, pushes it. John Gabriel all alone for the lay.
Crazy sequence we just saw. A lot of activity, both ends of the floor, 50-50 possessions. Guys crashing on the floor, not wanting to give up.
65 all with 7 minutes remaining in the ball game. The game is tied. Adi zooms it to Val. Not a lot of space, in and out. Struggles continue for Val Acuña. Warlo Batak will be fouled by Val Acuña.
And those missed threes have really resulted in long rebounds that Pasig has exploited and making it a chance for them to run the other way.
All right, I think Gensan should be leading by 2 here. 67-65 after that fadeaway by Val Acuña. Hindi ata nadagdag. I think that's what the bench of Gensan is trying to communicate. One guy we haven't seen in so long, Marvin Junicio, returns to the ball game.
Because he had, what, personal fouls earlier.
4, I think, even.
Oh yeah, 4, right. Yeah, so Gensan is up by 2.
Personal fouls. 4 na kay Fontanilla. 3 para naman dito kay Marwin Junicio. So these are the 2 guys in foul trouble on the side of Gensan. Extreme ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Estacio challenged up by Minerva Garcia. Straight line and in. Jay Gars gets the lead for Pasig. Gabo on the other end answers right back. We have a shootout in Olivares.
Oh boy, the threes have been falling so far. Last 2 possessions, you get a 3. I'm gonna take it back.
These guys are MPBL veterans for a reason. Garcia, one more time. Can't get it. Rebounded by Marwin Junicio. Hesed Gabo wanting an early screen pero may foul galing kay J.R. Flores.
I like that. Hesed Gabo slowed the break. Settle down, boys. We have the ball on our hands. About this 3 by Jay Gars. You know, unconscious. Really understanding I got space. Gonna take it. Meantime, Hesed Gabo on the other end had to use that 2-man game to create space. Minerva will miss up close.
Batak gets their strong rebound. The smallest man there inside, but the one getting the rebound is Warlo Batak.
Ganda na rebounding battle between these 2 teams. Every time you miss, you know, balikan lang ang labanan eh.
50-49 in terms of rebounds. Isa lang ang kalamangan ng Gensan dyan.
This is a highly defensive 5 for the Gensan Warriors on the floor. Playing small ball.
Gabo, Junicio, Santos. The 2 Santoses and Minerva. Ball is tapped by Gabo. Punta dito. Batak with the float. It's too strong. Rebounded by Adi.
A great secured rebound by Adi Santos.
5 minutes and 45 remaining. Oh, ball is tapped from behind. Warlo Batak. All alone. Warlo gets the 2. Ball game is tied once again. Junicio, early 3. It's strong. Box out battle. Double foul on J.R. Flores and RJ Minerva. They're calling a double foul, but this was the tap from behind by Warlo Batak. 1 dribble, fast break, ties the ball game at 70. The heart of this Pasig City team continues to be seen. So the ball will go to the side of Pasig. Pagkakataon para sa Pasig to get the lead here in the ball game. Lead changes 10, deadlocks 13. That is how close this battle has been. Adi Santos pressuring Jacob Galicia. They switch it. 9 on the shot clock. Gabo on Estacio. Estacio, fader, trademark. Good for Aaron Estacio. 70-70. We're only on our first game of 3, but we are already on a good one. Marwin Junicio answers right back on the other end.
This has become a shootout here. Latter part of the 4th quarter. Very important possessions each time.
We expected a close one, Coach Mike, but this close, we are just enjoying the action.
And you like how they're matched up, actually, no? Good shooters on one end, you know, a lot of rebounders as well, playing the entire floor space, and which is why you're getting a lot of, you know, good drives downhill compared to how it was in the first half.
Josh Fontanilla returns to the ball game. He has 4 fouls. Marwin Junicio has 3. These are 2 guys in foul trouble. Galicia, first free throw is good. ties the ball game back at 73. That is deadlock number 11 in the ball game. Lead changes 13.
3 out of 4 so far. That's Jacob Galicia on the line.
1 for 2 for Jacob Galicia. This game could be a classic. Bola babalik dito sa Gensan. Dionisio, punta kay Gabo. Defended, but the guts of the veteran Hesed Gabo, 6 points here in the fourth.
None more crucial than those couple of threes here in the fourth quarter. Cold-blooded, huh?
3-point lead in favor of Gensan. Flores wants to go high-low. Galicia on the fader, lumabas at niluwa. Takbo ulit ang Gensan. They want to slow things down this time around. They go down low post to Larry.
They're using Gabo as a shooter now.
One more, Gabo. In and out for Hesed Gabo. Pasig City. They go early. They go. Galicia a little too deep. No space to go.
Ooh.
Estacio says we don't need to rush. We still have a fresh 14. Estacio pressured by Fontanilla. He has 4.
That's a
There's
push.
gonna be a push on Aaron Estacio.
I thought he had a pass on Warlo Batak. Warlo Batak on that catch could have stampeded downhill. I don't think there's anyone that could stop Warlo Batak once he's airborne. He had a good look right there. He was waiting for that ball out of the hands of Aaron Estacio, but instead, Aaron decided to take it into his own hands, eventually ending it up with that push and that offensive foul.
Overextension of that left arm will be called a charge. Ngayon, timeout muna tayo. 3 ang kalamangan ng Gensan. Commissioner Emerson Oreta and Sir Salvi Rialubit, of course, always in attendance. Right now, we go back to the action. A terrific ball game we are watching. Already 14 lead changes. Sorry, that's right. 14 lead changes and 11 deadlocks in the ball game. That is how close this ball game has been. It's a 3-point lead in favor of Gensan. Gabo has been red hot in the quarter, 8 points in total. Gabo looking for a friend.
Nice
Swing
pass.
pass. Fontanilla dribbles in, floats, good for Josh Fontanilla.
This is the difference when you have Josh Fontanilla and Hesed Gabo rather on the floor at the same time. You get Fontanilla at the point and you move him over to the shooting guard ng si Hesed Gabo.
The Flores on the fader, extra pass turnover para sa Pasig. Fontanilla tapped from behind. Stolen. 3 versus 2. Short para kay Jagars.
Oh, that's a push.
No whistle is called on the push by Jerome Garcia. Fontanilla slows it down.
And thankfully for Pasig, they didn't get an unsportsmanlike right there. That was clearly a huge push on Hesed Gabo.
Fontanilla looking for a screen. Adi Santos comes. That's going to be a charge on Adi Santos. That overextension of the hip.
I think they're going to challenge this. I felt it happened right in front of us. I did not see a huge movement from Adi Santos. I felt Josh Fontanilla just went in there trying to use that screen. We're going to a challenge here.
It's going to be a very crucial challenge para dito sa Gensan, though they are up by 5. But this could mean that the ball still retains on their end, that as this is a 2-possession ball game. Review muna tayo. Magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na.
Upon review, the challenge was unsuccessful. Call on the floor stays.
So the challenge will be unsuccessful on the side of Gensan. Rolling ulit natin, Coach Mike.
Yeah, this was Josh Fontanilla asking for that screen. He had to wait. See if he did move. Oh yeah, yung extension ng kaliwang ano.
So it's not really the hip.
Yeah.
It's that arm that
Extended,
moved.
yeah. Because Warlo Batak was trying to go over that screen.
Okay, so tama ka pa rin naman, Coach Mike, na hindi gumalaw yung hip, but it's the arm that moved. Two-possession ball game. Backdoor to Warlo Batak is short.
That's a well set up play.
Almost a perfect execution, just delay coming from Warlo. 5-point lead still in favor of Gensan.
They don't want to switch this.
8 seconds remaining. Warlo blitz by Flores. There is a push, but there is no whistle. Jagars all alone for the lay. Cuts this lead down to 3. Last 2 minutes brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
That ball stayed too long in the hands of Hesed Gaboy. Was very close to the half-court line. Put a lot of pressure by the defense.
Balik sila dito kay Hesed Gabo. 14. Marvin Junicio wants to go post. Grenade action going to Hesed Gabo. A little space will be fouled by Jacob Galicia.
Again, that happened right in front of us. I thought that was a foul.
But Jacob Galicia is adamant that he did not hit Hesed Gabo. Tells the coaches to use their challenge here. Again, it will be a big challenge. Magbabalik po tayo ulit dito sa MPBL.
Kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon.
Upon review, the challenge was successful. There was some foul resulting to a jump ball.
So Jacob Galicia was right. There should be no foul. This was the closeout by Jacob.
Oh yeah. That was the palm.
The referee saying it was the forearm. Pero sabi mo nga, Coach Mike, it was the palm. So this will be a jump ball situation. But the ball stays with Gensan, but at least there's no 3 free throws para dito sa Warriors. Fontanilla, 2-man game with Adi. They go back to Hesed Gabo. 1-on-1 against Warlo Batak, 10 on the shot clock. Ginamit si Adi, that blitz. Hesed Gabo goes out to Fontanilla, drives one, it's again. The left hand is good for Josh Fontanilla.
Well, you marvel at the finish by Josh Fontanilla, but I give that to Hesed Gabo. That was a very good pass by Hesed in a lot of pressure.
Astasio on the other end gets the foul of RJ Minerva.
Well, this has turned out to be the battle of the point guards right now. Estasio and Hesed Gabo. This was that very difficult pass which led to that downhill left-hand finish. Creativity on that make. Got to give it to Josh. But that pass, though, that was tough by Hesed Gabo.
A beautiful find coming from Hesed Gabo. Aaron Estasio feeling some cramps. I mean, look at the numbers of Aaron Estacio, Coach Mike. He's been playing 29 of the 39 minutes of the game. He's had 11 points. He's had 8 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals. And he is 5 out of 5 on the free throw line. A complete ball game for the former point guard of St. Clair.
And I think he's got to get up because at the rate he's been in there, this is mandatory substitution. He is going to get sub. Now, who does come in? No questions, Keith Pido ang ipapasok mo. Kailangan mo ng point guard.
So he signals to the coaches that he is okay, pero nag-decide na si Coach Arvin na hindi, pahinga ka muna.
Yeah, tsaka he really can't contest that because he was there for quite a while. Similar to, remember that LJ Gonzalez thing in the finals, 11 points right there for Estacio.
Not too late for him to get a triple-double in today's ball game. 11, 8, and 9 for Aaron Estacio.
At the cusp of a triple-double.
Earlier, Miss Daphne was telling us that he is dreaming of becoming an airline crew someday. Wag muna, Aaron. Mas gusto naming mapanood ka dito at makover because this kind of a ball game is rare to see coming off a point guard, and what a terrific game being played by Aaron Estacio. Pido will be given 2 free throws in the lieu of Aaron Estacio. Makes the first.
Well, he's done well. I think he's 4 out of 6.
They're called Mascara. Already there. Getting ready, pero di pa tayo tapos dito the first game. 2 for 2 for Keith Pido. Defensive substitution for Pasig. Michael Lambino will be put in by Coach Arvin. Ooh. 80 to 77, a minute remaining. MANNY Pay, the digital wallet built for the community. Larry Rodriguez on the post, one-on-one. Larry looking for a friend, goes to Josh Fontanilla, not a lot of space. 6 seconds remaining. Larry Rodriguez,
big
short roll is long, but the ball goes back to Gensan for a fresh 14.
They got a 2-for-1 situation without a pressure to get a shot very quick.
Fontanilla to Gabo. Gabo stops, pops, in and out. Third opportunity still with Gensan. And Jay Gars will foul Marvin Junicio. That's only going to be team foul number 4 for Pasig. So it's still not...
This is still an out-of-bounds play.
Still going to be a sideline play for Gensan.
And I don't think they're going to bring in Estacio right now. I don't think he's going to be able to perform.
Fresh 14, 16-second differential between game clock and shot clock. No need to foul. Babalik ang bola sa Pasig if they make a stop.
I say free up that left side of the floor.
The ball pressured by Pido. He stops, pops, in and out. Galicia with a rebound opportunity for Pasig. Jay Gars looks for a friend. Nothing there. 10 seconds remaining. Goes to Pido. He drives, goes inside.
Nice
extra pass inside. Jacob Galicia cuts the lead down to 1.
I love how Jay Gars did not get tempted to take that 3. He had to move that ball around, find the least guy that's guarded, found Keith Pido. Keith dumps it over, and then that secondary pass ending with Jacob Galicia with that really good pass and a make.
It wasn't really the shot they were looking for, but it still cuts the lead down to 1. Still a chance for Pasig. Punta muna tayo kay Coach Elvis.
Larry, pwede mo lang isin dito yan. Sabi mo, libre ba? Ngayon, ang emergency natin, Josh, dito, ha? Josh, wala. Ano nga kasi naman dito sa dalawa, Josh. Pero bibigyan ka ng screen dito. Diyan naman, pag hindi makatanda ka, alis ka lang dito. Pagkain nyo rin yung kita, ha?
Pag wala yung dalawa, saka ako gagalaw.
Johnny.
Well, one thing for sure that's going to happen is that if you're Pasig, you're going to get a quick foul here. But you have to be mindful, you know, that ball has to be inbounded before you even make any fouls.
Pasig still has 2 timeouts left. So if ever they foul Gensan and they make 2, the ball can still go back to them. They foul Larry Rodriguez. This is going to be free throw situations already. Larry Rodriguez has not attempted a free throw in today's ball game.
This is his first attempt for this game.
Coach Mike, just remembering just a few weeks ago, was it the two of us that was covering Warlo Batak when he got that game winner?
Oh, yeah. I think it was you and Ken.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's you and Ken. Or maybe Coach Christian. Wow, they missed the first free throw. Rebound's going to be a battle here.
3.9 remaining. Still a lot of time for Pasig to push the ball if ever this is a miss.
Can't foul if you're Gensan if you don't get the rebound.
Larry Rodriguez misses it. Galicia gets the ball. They throw it. Lambino. Jay Gars. Oh, cannot get the attempt, and that will end the ball game. Gensan escapes via a 1-point win.
Boy, Jagars, who made a couple of 3-point attempts earlier, got rushed into that situation, was off balance. That rebound, can't foul if you're Gensan. They pushed it. Lambino fumbles. Oh, and he opted for that pass. Didn't have time.
Not enough time for them to get an attempt. Nakita mo, medyo Jay Gars wanted the shot. There was a late help on the side of Pasig, and that was just enough for them to get the win. But what a ball game we just watched.
Game, right.
Coach Mike.
Well, understandably, he wanted a better percentage shot, but he did not have time.
Well, one guy that really stepped up in the fourth quarter is their leader, their point guard, and of course, one of the lead guys here in the season, Hesed Gabor, player of the game, brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
After struggling in the first half, he was 3 out of 6 in the second half. 14 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. His leadership, though, you kind of felt it in the second half.
1-point lead para dito sa Gensan. Close win. Pasig played terrific. Had a lot of good runs, but still an escape by Gensan. Right now, our player of the game is with our courtside, Ms. Daphne Mistoban.
Maraming salamat, Juanito, has said on this game. We know a couple of times na nagkaroon tayo ng lead changes. But what's interesting about this matchup, kayo ang number 1 seed, you went up against the number 8 seed sa kabilang division, which is Pasig, yet grabe yung pinakita na performance ng dalawang koponan.
Credit din sa Pasig, yung standing nila, it doesn't really, kumbaga hindi pinapakita nun yung kung anong klaseng team sila. They're a very tough team. Loaded sila with scorers, and syempre credit din kila coach, sa mga teammates ko for staying composed, and syempre yung remind lang din kami ni Coach Elvis na sabi niya kahit gaano kadikdikan yung laro, mag-enjoy kayo.
Let's talk about the fourth quarter kung saan you delivered 8 points after being scoreless in the third quarter. Walk me through that leadership at syempre yung pag-lead mo dun sa mga mas nakababata.
Yung ano naman namin, yung system naman namin, wala talaga kaming, kumbaga, we're trying to look for the best available shot para sa, kumbaga, para mas madali din yung execution namin sa offense.
And everyone literally delivered in today's game. Is there anyone na gusto mong pasalamatan? Go ahead.
Siyempre, nagpapasalamat ako kay Lord for giving us the win. Papatayin ko din ako, siyempre, kila Boss Merman, kila Coach Elvis, kila Boss Manny, kay Armor On, Manny Pay, Alpha Anytime Fitness, Sports Plus, Acropolis Loyola, Boss X, si Robles, all Gensan's fans, Tumayora Lorely Pacquiao, Consehal Michael Pacquiao, and syempre prayers up for Gensan, and syempre sa family ko, sa anak ko, kay Stella, sa mga kaibigan ko sa New Zealand, and I just want to give credit lang din, syempre kay Josh, kahit 4 fouls siya yung dumipensa kay Estacio, so yun lang, thank you.
Thank you so much and congratulations once again. Our best player of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Juanito, Coach Mike.
Congratulations, Hesed, and the rest of the Gensan Warriors. Hindi pa tayo tapos dito sa MPBL. The next is the Southern Division matchup between your Zamboanga Sikat Families, Grand Sardines, and Dumacolod Mascara. Magbabalik pa po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. sa kanya-kanyang